Hey everybody, it's Kenny K here again, and I wanted to do another in-depth review, but not a classic review of the movie itself, because I did a few before, like The Predator, um, Neil Blomkamp's Alien 5, which we could have had, you know, the what if situation, but also did Halloween 2, and I liked those reviews because I was actually those reviews were digging into the deleted scenes, the rare scenes, the screenshots we never seen. I did it with the Thing too, and now I'm gonna do it with 1988's Halloween 4, directed by Dwight H. Little, and you got Bo Starr as Sheriff Meeker. Donald Pleasance is back to reprise his role as Loomis. Danielle Harris, of course, as Jamie Lloyd. Ellie Cornell as Rachel Carruthers. And then George P. Wilbur as the Shape, as Michael Myers. Now, this one was a bitch to find things on. You know that? Fuck, fuck. There were there's not a lot of deleted scenes of this movie, and I read something somewhere that that's because they had a really tight schedule because there was a writing block coming soon, and the script writer didn't write his name down. He had good ideas, um, the, like for example, how the fuck did Loomis survive? He had, the only thing he had was an omelet in his fucking face, and like his fingers were like looked like Golem's fingers from Lord of the Rings. That's it. I mean, explosion was pretty fucking huge, right? And Michael Myers, he should be ashes. No, apparently he wanted to make a scene where we go back to Halloween 2, that infamous night, and we see Loomis um, by the blast in the, I think, the surgical room, being blown away outside the danger area, and we see firemen coming in and eventually spraying down Michael Myers. Then medics come in and they find a pulse on Myers, and that's how he eventually goes to this insane asylum. But then, of course, for an insane asylum for the weak, the ones who need medical attention. And I didn't want to try it, but then the director, Dwight H. Little, he was kind of an asshole. He didn't. He was constantly and then frustrated. Mustafa Akkad was. Okay, I understand Mustafa Akkad is a guy who's constantly, you know, come on, I would money shot like this. But the thing is, okay, like I said, there was a writing block. He wrote a script in bam 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 11 days, and he had 43 days to make a movie out of that. So with 11, I mean, a script of 11 pages, then mixing something in from that person and that person, you don't have a lot to work with, right? So eventually what happened is we didn't got a lot of scenes, deleted scenes. So what I have for you guys are a few fun facts, um, and a few of these scenes that you miss it if you blink, and also two characters back to the movie, and I seen this movie like 10 times, and I still am flabbergasted that I didn't know that those were those people. Now, the let's start with the explosion. Okay, when he's in the garage, he kills a guy. He takes his overall, and you get the scene where Loomis is sitting in the diner, and he says, "Go to hell, Michael." He shoots. Then you see Michael driving out of the garage door with a giant pickup truck with a crane on the back, and everything explodes. Now you do have a scene here where he's basically stopping with. You have a few scenes of him, but you have one scene where you can see where he's looking like that to look if Loomis is dead or not. And I don't know what a comment situation. What do you guys think? Should have Michael Myers kept that bandage? You would think, okay, now, oh no, he wouldn't be incognito, but yet again, it's Halloween. Everybody can be in some kind of costume. And also, the fucked up fact is, why in the hell, after 5 6 years, if this movie, or 7 8 years, but the original happened, I mean, why in the hell would they sell Michael Myers masks? Okay, not good one, probably from a cheap conveyor belt or something. But I mean, from a cheap factory, but still, they look like 90% of their original mask. Why would they make that shit? I mean, isn't that just tact? Tact. Look it up, you piece of shits. So eventually, okay, we go to the scene of when this kind of sad scene between Heather, between Jamie and all these kids, or and actually was super. I think first of all, Danielle Harris played. I mean, she deserved an Oscar for a child role like that, for sure. And second of all, it was a really intense, emotional scene where all the kids are basically, you lost your mommy, this and that, and blah blah blah. Your uncle is a killer, blah 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 blah, and this and that. And eventually, she's standing behind a tree, like she's having a panic attack, hyperventilating, and then Heather comes with a car and a friend, and she's saying, "Come on, hey Jamie, come on." He's doing like this, Jamie. I mean, that was really well acted, really well acted. And I know something about panic attacks because I had a few in my life, and she did a great job, a great job. So eventually, she gets in the car. Now I'm gonna show you the scene. It's not a deleted scene.
But I thought you didn't want to go trick-or-treating.
You know, Rach, Discount Mart's having a sale on Halloween costumes.
No, Brady's working there till 6 o'clock today.
I know. Don't you want to talk to him?
I don't want to look pushy.
You won't look pushy.
Well, I don't want to come on too strong. A guy hates a girl that comes on too strong. Fragile egos and all of that.
Okay.
You won't come on too strong.
Well, I don't want to seem desperate or anything.
Woman in the car?
I don't want to seem
None
desperate
other
or anything.
Face it, Rach,
Lindsay
you are
Wallace, the girl that Annie was babysitting. Oh my God, she calls her Lindsay. She calls her Lindsay. It's Lindsay Wallace. And there's an actual double facto. There's a scene here in the Vincento's drugstore or something, where you have Brady and they go there because Brady's there, and they have because Jamie needs a new Halloween costume, and they have them, and Lindsay Wallace drops them off, and eventually there are these three guys, Brady including Brady, and they're sitting on the counter,
Why
and
don't you
these
go ahead
two
and make your
blonde
move?
haired
Don't
dudes,
rush me,
one
Brady.
a douchebag
Timing's got to be
who's
primo.
like testing these
Money
glasses,
talks,
and he's
people
like,
should walk, you know what I mean?
Tell her nothing. You
when
don't have to kill you.
Brady says, "When are you ever gonna ask
All right,
Debbie
$10.
out?"
Let's see it.
I
It's
need
not gonna
to be
do it.
perfect for that.
Chicken.
I need to
Don't
be
forget,
perfect
man.
for
She's
that.
Sheriff Meeker's
And
daughter.
another guy says he's never gonna do. He's never gonna.
Her daddy
do
don't
it.
scare me.
And he drops like $10, and then Brady drops $10 too, and he looks, boom, he drops like $50, and then the first guy, the other blonde haired guy says, you know, it's Sheriff Meeker's daughter, right? He doesn't scare me. So, who was that other blonde guy? That was Tommy Doyle. He's apparently one of the friends. He's in that group of friends. He's with Brady and this guy. I think his name was Dylan or something. They're friends. That's Tommy Doyle. And I was thinking to myself, oh, I never knew that. I never knew that, because I believe they say his name super fast when Jamie sees the hand from the mask, because Michael was in the store, actually in the store getting that mask. I mean, yeah, and I think somebody said Tommy, and it's Tommy Doyle. So you got, you got Lindsay Wallace and you got Tommy Doyle. I'll show you the scene here.
Gonna do it. Chicken.
Don't forget, man. She's Sheriff Meeker's daughter.
Then that stupid head of the guy, like
Her daddy don't scare me.
when Debbie says, "Fuck off, Dylan."
Fuck off, Wade.
Yeah, Dylan or something. I don't remember the guy. And they're all laughing. I like that. I like that scene. But of course, you've seen those scenes, so that's nothing new. But a fun fact: Lindsay Wallace and Tommy Doyle were in the movie. Not probably as the same actor, but as playing themselves at the night with the babysit killings happened, and when Laurie was babysitting both of them at some point, because Annie wants some booty, and actually it's fucked up, you know. Annie, Linda, Bob, and what was her name? Annie's boyfriend, Andy? What's his name? They all wanted to fuck in one house, have a big time orgy. And if the kid was there, no worries. The kid can get involved. Look at that. There's a white fucking shark passing through. No, it's my white cat. He wants to be a part of this. Okay, and then the next scene. There's this scene, and I actually thought, oh, that's fucking creepy. So, we all remember the scene after Sheriff Meeker, and I have to a little comment section question again. Who do you think is the coolest sheriff of all the sheriffs in the Halloween franchise? And I'm saying Sheriff Meeker, Bo-Star, is probably the coolest one. And he's not only believing Loomis, he's immediately taking action. And when he takes action, he takes his that what's it called, that 12 gauge riot gun, and and then he's saying to Brady, because he has that New Yorkian accent or something. If you ever touch my daughter again, I put this 12 gauge in your fucking ass. Got that? I mean, he is the man. So what he does is basically there's this posse created by this bar owner who apparently lost somebody in those 16 kills that Michael Myers did in back in that fateful night. So he's not gonna kill again, not on my watch, he says. So he creates this posse, 4 or 5 pickup trucks, all with shotguns, and I like that too. That was an intense scene, but Meeker was okay. I'm done with this. Let's go to my house. Apparently, he has a deadbolt door. You can't get the fuck out of there if you. Then he asked everybody, so you have Debbie in there was fucking Brady. Brady, when he's saying I'm in heaven, you remember when she has the biggest fucking boobs I ever seen in a fucking horror movie. I mean, but like Miller Juck hanging low boobs. So if he's fucking and she's fucking his dick like a pogo stick, the boobs would go like in his face. I mean, Jesus Christ. But you have those two in there. You've got you got Meeker, you got Loomis, you got Rachel, you got Jamie, and then one deputy that was on patrol, and he was staying at Carruthers' house, where that's basically the foster family of Jamie and the family of Rachel. And he had orders to come back, and Meeker says, "You have your riot gun with you? Yeah, go take it." He goes and takes his riot gun, but he sees that the door is opened, the back door is opened. So here's the creepy thing. I'm gonna show you a scene, and if somebody can mention this, it's hard. I have to mention it because then I need the comment sections to blow up. I'll tell you. It's a little quiz question. What do you see in this scene?
Paranoid.
If you didn't
Seen
know
that police
this,
station, you wouldn't
I
even
didn't know
ask.
this. Sheriff Meeker with his deputy, he's there on his radio to call the state troopers. What do you see?
No one can get in here.
Isn't all this a little paranoid?
If you'd seen that police station, you wouldn't even
Do you
ask.
see him? Do you see it? I don't need any volume on the clip here. I'll play it again for people who didn't seen it. Now look at your
No
left,
one can get in here.
the left corner
Isn't all this a little paranoid?
behind
If you'd seen
the
that police station,
there's
you wouldn't even
a
ask.
wall, and look behind that. It's fucking Michael Myers. He was already inside. It's fucking Michael Myers looking at them. Yeah, you can see clearly it's a person with a dark clothes like an overall, and you can see the hands, and it's Michael Myers. He was already in the house, and they locked themselves in with him. So that's just a creepy ass thing to see to me. That was very creepy. Another thing was the famous blonde hair mask. Apparently, they wanted to go with a blonde haired Michael Myers because they thought, okay, Michael Myers doesn't. I mean, there, and that's true. Who would make a new Michael Myers mask? Because he killed a bunch of people, so they created this blonde-haired Michael Myers mask that would make it a little bit more, although it still looks like the Myers mask, only the in memory of Ben Tramer mask. It's, um, here is a picture when he's standing in daylight, and of course you got the scene here. And this was basically okay. So for this scene was the reason that Dwight H. Little fired George P. Wilbur, the Michael Myers, from the set. Because, first of all, George P. Wilbur wanted to be a mindless killing machine, right? While Dwight H. Little wanted some kind of emotional connection between Myers and Lloyd, Jamie Lloyd, his niece. And he thought, no, that isn't Michael Myers, and so they were already in confrontation with each other. Now he pulls on the fucking blonde hair mask. Now that's a major fuck up. Now you can say it's a major fuck up. That's true, but where the fuck is the director for that shot? He said in a documentary that that was the only shot that he couldn't be there. Yeah, fuck you. As a director, you should be. Was in the midst of the movie, so you should have been there. And then everybody and everybody around them should have seen. I mean, what the hell are we getting? A surfing dude, Michael Myers, again, right? But it's, I think, because they had a blonde-haired Michael Myers mask, that they thought, oh, they're gonna go for the blonde-haired guy now. And then he fired him. Now, George P. Wilbur had one of his best friends was the editor, the chief editor of Fangoria magazine, and if you fucked with them, if you fucked with him, you fucked with Fangoria. And if you fuck with Fangoria back in those days, and you didn't have all these review sites, then he could make a very bad preview of the movie, and you're fucked. You're basically fucked for 90%. Because every horror fan would buy a Fangoria and look it up. Is this a good movie and this and that? You know what I mean? So he immediately hired him back. And the funny thing is, later on in Halloween 6, picture of him, George B. Wilbur gets the role again of Michael Myers. I actually think he's a very scary Michael Myers in part 6. Yeah. I'm thinking, did I missed something here? There's a picture here of Jamie and her stunt double. I think that's it. That's it. I know it's not a lot. I know for a 25-minute fucking video, but I need to paddle it out a little bit with some Q&A. But yeah, they didn't have a lot of delete scenes. They didn't. They just didn't. There's one kill that here's a picture of the guy that Michael kills. His butcher knife straight through his mouth, and I don't know who the fuck that is. I thought, oh, it looks like in in the Sheriff Meeker's house, but who was that guy? A guy with a beard, putting the knife straight to his mouth. Was this a deleted kill? I know there was a deleted kill that at some point, because Lindsay Wallace knew that Heather was going to be alone that night, trick-or-treating with Jamie, and she wanted to go on a date with Brady, and she felt sorry for her, so she would go with her trick-or-treating, but then also she would get scared, and she would be picked up by Sheriff Meeker and Loomis, and she would go to the Meeker's house and eventually dying in the Meeker's house too. Also, Sheriff Meeker would die. The original death was that he would die in the Meeker's house, that he would that he would give Michael Myers, because he was a big white guy, big guy, and he would give Michael a run for his money, and would really want to, and eventually they would scruffle and bam, and I believe he would fall against a stove that's burning, and the entire house starts burning, and eventually he dies because he's on fire. So yeah, Meeker dies like a hero, like a man, not like fucking Brady, who, first of all, he's an asshole. He's an horny piece of shit asshole who immediately that he can't get in her pants that night, he goes into Debbie's pants with the fucking melon tits that would knock somebody out when she's fucking doing this. Don't motorboat that shit. And then when Heather can't find Jamie, he gets a double barrel shotgun with some bullets. He fired. No, we gotta get out of here, leaving Jamie behind. But no, I won't. And he's shooting at the door, and then he sees, oh fuck it, that it's steel. No shit, Sherlock. I mean, Meeker said it was a dead-bolted door, security door. So then, after that, they find Jamie coming out of a room, and she's scared, and Heather goes like this, and then we see Michael Myers standing on, so you have stairs like this, and then a flat area, and stairs that go like this. So he has like almost 2 minutes of time to change his gun. Now, personally, I think one of the easiest guns to reload should be the 12 gauge, the double barrel 12 gauge, right? I mean, it's flop, taking those two bullets, taking the two others out, then flop, shook, click, and then he was like, you go, Rachel, you go. Oh, shit. You go, Rachel, you go. Oh, fuck. And then Michael, already there, of course, takes a fucking shotgun, and he blows the... Oh, Jesus Christ. He deserved to die in that horrible way. And I first thought that the knife to the throat was him, but no, he was wearing that ugly red porn shirt, so it wasn't him. So that's also a alternate kill. No, not an alternate kill, a kill that happened in the movie somewhere, but you don't know who the fuck it is. So that being said, basically, I hope you enjoyed this 30-minute clip. I have one more that I want to do like this. It's going to be Scream, the first Scream from '96, and then I'm going to do some other projects with horror movies. So hope you enjoyed this. Watch out for my Scream in-depth deleted scenes, screenshots, extended gore scenes. Watch out for that, and see you later. Bye.